The Dead Poets Society. Bing bong, boom, boom, boom. Hi guys, and welcome to a new episode on the channel, and today we will be talking about the Dead Poets Society. So let's get started. Now, what is the Dead Poets Society about? Firstly, it was first a movie, but then turned into a book. The movie was published on June 2nd, 1989, I think, or sometime, and the Dead Poets Society, the book, was published on June 2nd. Wow, this time I do have the phone. And right now, the Dead Poets Society seems to be a little hoax. I mean, how can you have a society if all the members are dead? Exactly. That's exactly something that we need to talk about. And that's why we need to travel back in time. Back to the years of the old times. And let me set the dial. And yeah, we're there. Oh, no, I'm kidding. This is just a toy. Basically, everything here is just gonna be like something like a time machine. But if we could go back in time and just get all those dead poets and then, well, bring them back together for like a society, it would have been awesome. Except we just couldn't. There are some limits in the technological process of the Dead Poets Society. We might take the Dead Poets as a good thing that could happen. The Dead Poets have probably been a tribute to us since our existence. And as much as I would like to admit, there are such things as said dead societies. So the Dead Poets Society has been like dead for about 15 years. Literally dead. But then it was reborn, or at least reannexed by their, well, probably I should say successors, who are Neil Perry, Richard Cameron, Knox Overstreet, Stephen Meeks, Charlie Dalton, and Todd Anderson, the new kid. They're all from Walton Academy, at least most of them. And they have at least been in Walton Academy for a year. For being in Walton Academy is like being in like Harvard, which is what everyone sort of planned to do, at least their parents at least. But as much as we might think of ourselves, there are some limits in our technological processes. The Dead Poets Society is as awesome as we might think of it. Sometimes we just need to look at it. And we might see poetry as a very lame thing compared to video games and other, like, very good books. But poetry may be more interesting than you might have thought. There may be some things that you might have thought that you could never see in poetry, like a little sense of humor, which one of the characters found out in the Dead Poets. And here's the thing. Poetry isn't like a ranking system with like book reviews or poetry reviews, if there is such a thing. No, we don't rate poetry, as Mr. Keating says. Well, I could give rating for a movie and pop star for 94. Well, I don't know which one, but it would ultimately be 94. But that's just our feelings. It's our opinions. Ratings is just something that we see and think of to just take our eyes off something. You have to think about something to be able to be satisfied. And that's why we human beings have been complained with the organization of things. In Walton Academy, it doesn't give us all the great things of life. Instead, it gives us a lesson to demolish our dreams and listen to the adults, and then pass that on to generations and generations. We're trapped in Walton Academy, and then we need to escape and have the freedom to think. And that's exactly what it is. And as much as it might sound as much as it sounds like the Matrix, pew, pew, or at least something similar, or the destruction of the robots, or the end of the world, pew, 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 it's not. Firstly, yes, it does sound a lot like the Matrix to me. And you're probably asking, how do you know about the Matrix when you're just like 11 years old? Skip that part! But then we also think about this world as just something, as a little romanticism. I mean, I've been a romantist for a few times, actually for 3 years straight, for that matter. Cut that out of the video, please. No? Oh, okay. But the dead poets pledges, when the dead poets pledge that they will be part of society, and their inspiration, Mr. Keating, this guy in here, probably backfired. Will they have to face the consequences? Well, I'm not telling you. You gotta read the rest of the book to find out. I'm not telling you the whole thing, but I will say there will be expulsion and some betrayal. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you enjoyed this summary and a little review of my saying and a little important facts and key points of the Poet Society, then watch many other ones. And also go to my channel by using that channel button and check out my Dark Sun episodes. It's part of my dark room. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode and see you in the next episode. Shunan out. Peace.